Rolling!
No, I'm gonna finish my banana.
Just awkwardly eat your banana.
I was gonna give you this, and then I got really hungry and I started eating it.
Did you start... Wait, how many days are left?
Like most of them.
Did you start at 1?
Yeah. I ate up to 6, I think.
What day is it today?
The 8th.
So I get 2!
Hi guys!
Hi everybody!
Welcome to Outside the Comfort Zone.
Where we talk about things we probably shouldn't talk about.
On the internet?
On the internet. We got lighting.
Yes! Oh my god, does it look good? They came in, I thought it was gonna take 2 weeks. It said 2 to 3 weeks, and they came in within 5 days.
What?
So,
5 days?
I was so impressed. And they look so good! Look at how good they look!
We're all evenly lit and there's no shadows.
Yeah, and we actually used...
There's shadows. But...
we used, because we haven't got paid out from Patreon yet, so this is just money from you guys watching, so thank you.
Thanks
and
for
then,
watching.
I don't know, I think it'll probably take another 2 payouts with Patreon, and then we'll get a mic. Ah!
Yeah!
Yay.
We're getting there, and then we'll replace us with people that are actually funny.
Yeah! I just want Eliza Schlesinger and Joe Rogan to like take our places. I think that would be great.
Maybe some Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham could get some action in here. He could get some podcast action.
Yeah.
Okay, quickly, I want to talk about our Patrons. Patrons.
Patreon. I want to do it. Yeah. Lena Rose 726 plus 14 same. Oh, that's IG Instagram same. Hannah at Hannah M Salas. YouTube is Hannah Salas. Megan at MK. Hi Mitch. Megan at MK Nicole 83. Instagram at Megan Nicole K83. Melissa at MellyTheKitten. Instagram is MellyTheKitten. Bethany. YouTube is Bethany Drake. Drake is in Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh, yeah.
Krystal. Diamond.
Hey, Diamond.
Diamond in the rough. Her YouTube is DoctorpIsley.
Yeah.
DoctorpIsley. Her Tumblr is DoctorpIsley. And her Instagram is DoctorpIsley.
Great.
Justin fuck vegans or... Oh.
Yes, because Lena wants to make t-shirts.
Oh, Lena's the one who...
Yeah, Lena's
Oh,
the one.
Lena!
Oh, Lena! And I think also she's the one... Yeah, she's the one who sent us our first card to the P.O. box.
Is it or just to me?
No, it's to both of us.
Oh. Have you read it yet?
Well, I took it out so it would be easy access. I haven't actually read it yet.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
You promised me?
I promised. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to read it?
So, Lena...
Okay, pick a saying in case she hasn't done it already. Do you want hashtag fuck vegans or...
Oh yeah, so
vegans?
Lena wants to make t-shirts. And, what is she making yours? What's going to be on yours?
I don't know. I'm good with whatever.
I kind of want, the vegans with a cross in it so I can wear it, like, at Christmas and stuff. I'm going to wear it on Christmas. If I get it before Christmas, I'm going to wear a big, like, no vegan shirt on Christmas, and then I'll take a selfie in front with me and with the Santa in front of my grandma.
Is she vegan?
No.
Okay. You know what I enjoy is when you guys tweet us all these, like, vines about veganism. Like, just, oh, this reminded me of you. I like that that's what we're known for now.
It's just like, fuck those fucking vegans.
Okay.
Okay. Ashley and Justin. I think your podcast is absolutely amazing. I have been following you both since you first started doing videos together on Ashley's channel. She only started subscribing to you when you started...
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's because of me.
Okay, sure.
I think you are great people who are serving the global community in such a positive way by allowing teens to look up to amazing role models and get solid advice on topics they are too scared to ask their parents or who don't have anyone to look up to. I was wondering if you would ever do a podcast on religion and your views as well as where you got your beliefs from. Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Yay! Thanks for... That's awesome.
Okay, so we'll talk about that once we get to the hat.
Can we write something back to her?
Sure.
Oh, we should.
Oh, I have Christmas cards. I have, like, Christmas cards. So if you guys maybe send something to the podcast for Christmas, we can send you back a card.
If you guys send anything to our P.O. box, we will send back a card. But it has to be addressed to Ashley and Justin. If it's addressed to only Ashley, then you won't get something back.
You don't get anything.
Fuck yeah. Okay. I'm excited. We're getting mail.
Yeah. We're legitimate.
We got lights and mail. Let's talk about religion then.
Okay.
Because she sent this. She took her hard time to
let's do religion. What is your religion?
I don't believe in fuck all.
No.
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 Like nothing. Like I think once we're dead, we're dead.
Mm-hmm.
I think like there's nobody up there. I think we're just here. It's evolution, and we're all by ourselves. It's
How
super
did you
depressing.
come to that?
Because nobody in my family is religious, and well, my dad came from a very religious family.
Really?
And he was like, he has 4 sisters, and they're all like super religious, and he was just like, no. And then so now from him, but I don't know. It's just like I think very. I have a hard time believing shit that isn't like, I know for a fact.
Yeah.
Like I have a hard time having like faith, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't really have faith, which is kind of a shitty thing.
No.
It's kind of depressing that I believe that like when we die we're just like dead and like that's the end of us.
Yeah.
That's really depressing, but that's what I think is gonna happen.
I would say I'm the same. I feel like either way, I'm agnostic because that's like you lack the knowledge of what there is.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's like I have no fucking clue, so that's what I am. I wouldn't say I believe in anything. I would say that yeah, we probably die and that's what happens. And if you believe something different, totally respect that.
Oh yeah, I think religion is like super cool.
Oh, it's so interesting. Having those conversations with people, just like, and not even in like a I want to disprove you or you're trying to convert me, but just like, how did you get to that point in your life where you're like, this is what I believe in, and why do you believe in that? Like, those are the conversations that I like to have with people, but usually it gets to like, you don't like God, I'm going to make you like God.
I know, and I love those conversations too. I love when people try and convert me. Because like, I don't know, I love talking to people about religion, like what they believe in, and then once they're like, so, you just think we're just going to die? I'm like, yeah. They're like, but like, how do you explain all of these like natural phenomenons? I'm like, Science. Like, and they're like, and I'm like, how do you explain dinosaurs? They're like, dinosaurs, like, I've gotten 3 different answers.
Okay.
I've gotten, dinosaurs aren't real. And I'm like, and then they just, like, stop talking when I start talking about, like, bones and stuff. They're like, no, they're not real, and then they leave.
Bones.
I'm like, what?
No bones.
I've had, dinosaurs are only 5,000 years old. As old as the Bible, or something, or 6,000, or I don't know what it is. I'm kind of ignorant when it comes to religion. And I've gotten 4 answers. I've gotten like, oh yeah, dinosaurs are real. There was like millions of years ago. God made those too. And I was like, okay, yeah. I can see that. And then I've gotten, God put bones in the earth to test our faith.
You know, I feel like that. The last 2, from what I know of religion, makes sense in religion.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I love getting different answers about stuff like that.
Like dinosaurs.
Like
the important issue.
The important, like, with the fucking dinosaurs, like.
Dinosaurs.
I don't know. I think it's interesting.
So that's our religion.
But God isn't real, so.
Yeah. Nah.
Nah.
Actually, we covered this kind of more in depth in religion and racism. That vlog, not vlog. That's not a vlog. That's a podcast.
Vlog. Yeah,
hey.
Isn't that 2 podcasts ago?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, SoundCloud.
Hey.
Do it.
My bad. Guess what I did today?
Are you done school now?
Yeah. No.
No. I mean, for the
No, just like the big project that we were working on for the last like forever. We just finished editing. We just put the credits on. It's all color graded, and the music is on it, and it's done.
Oh God.
And we exported it today, and it's getting burnt to DVDs tomorrow.
So what are you doing now?
Now I have like I have a film that I did.
Ooh.
That's the one I shot in Canmore.
Mm-hmm.
I am finishing editing that.
Mm-hmm.
That should be done tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just have 2 tests.
Wow.
And then I'm done.
So when's your last day of school?
Friday.
Ooh.
And then over Christmas break, which people like to call it in other programs, we're shooting a documentary.
Yay! I bet you're really excited about that.
Well, I think it'll be fun. I'm producing it, so.
So, are you doing like everything?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm just producing it.
So that's an easier job than what you did for this one.
I had 5 credits for this one.
So way easier.
Well, no, like, yeah, my name's in the credits 5 times for Pieces. Pieces is what the drama's called. It's called Pieces. But I'm in the credits 5 times. I am set construction.
Mm-hmm.
I am first camera assistant. I am editor. I am sound editor. And I am titles and graphics.
Jesus. But God isn't real. No.
But he isn't real. I don't know why you keep saying that. Don't say his name in vain.
So this is kind of what we want our weekly updates to be like, because we have been getting feedback being like, oh, those are a little bit long. Like,
actually, from
really
now on,
long.
we're just gonna do mine, and then yours we will skip because.
Excuse me, you're the one who has like 20-minute updates every single week, and I'm like, I had finals today.
I talk a lot.
Justin.
You need to tell me to shut up then.
I did have finals.
Snowman again!
Oh my god, you need to shut up.
Alright.
But no, so I had a final today, and I went shopping over the weekend. That's my weekly update. That's literally all I fucking did. If you want to see what I did, I'm doing Vlogmas. Go check out my channel.
What is Vlogmas?
You vlog every single day in December, pretty much. Or up to Christmas Eve, but I do every day in December.
I don't know what that one was, I just ate it.
Oh god. You should go throw that up if you didn't look at the picture. Okay, we're doing the hat. Are you ready? I added more topics from you guys on Twitter, so if you have topics, send it to our Twitter, OT Comfort Zone.
Are they actually good?
Some of them.
Yeah.
But we're not allowed to put it back regardless.
Relationship arguments.
What do you fight about?
Like, I don't know, me being too busy.
Yeah.
Don't really fight, it's just kind of like, you're too busy, and I'm like, I don't know.
Sorry.
Damn it. I used to, me and Jamie don't really fight that much. With my ex, I used to fight with her all the time. About like anything.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Justin, I hate that shirt.
Yeah,
the worst.
and I'd be like, why? I like the shirt. She'd be like, take it off! I'm like, no.
That's
Like,
just her way of being like, get naked!
I wish. Another snowman.
Oh my god, you're being so obnoxious. That's what I fight with people about. I don't really fight. I more have like talks because I don't believe that like yelling at someone really solves anything. Unless I'm like yelling at him, then it solves everything. But because if you, I'm just gonna stop myself mid-sentence to interrupt myself again. If you've been watching the podcast, then you know the fan fiction where I murder him for not listening to me. So obviously.
And that's actually accurate. I can see you murdering me for not listening to you.
Yeah. Also,
I'm gonna interrupt you one time, and you're just gonna.
No, you're not.
I'm just gonna
No
keep
more
interrupting me.
No, you need to send me the intro again because I accidentally deleted it. Okay. Anyways,
What, you deleted the intro? How did you do that? I don't think I have it.
I was cleaning up my files and I was like, oh yeah, that's the old one, and then I deleted it.
I'm pretty sure I deleted it too.
Well, we're fucked. Sorry if there was no intro on this one. I know that there was no intro on the last one.
You didn't put an intro on the last one? See, that's why I didn't put...
Because it was deleted. You're so full of shit.
That's why I didn't put the...
Either.
That's why I didn't put the SoundCloud
You're
up.
a lying piece of shit. But I cannot remember. Oh, fighting. So, currently what I, like, talk to someone about is, like, that joke is really racist. Or you're being really sexist right now. And that's not okay. So...
I feel like we're pretty bad on this channel.
Oh, we're pretty bad on this channel. But, like, in a real, like, non-joking manner, like, when someone's like, ah, fucking women, huh, and I'm just like, that's really actually not okay to say to me or in general, because that's incredibly sexist. So, lack of, I guess, social cues.
Fucking women, hey?
Oh, this was a question.
I wanted to read it.
No. Keep your lingerie from an ex. So if you break up with someone who buys you lingerie, what's your perspective on keeping it? This is a podcast question.
Since my ex bought me a lot of lingerie.
Okay, if you bought someone something, would you want them to wear it in the future or just like toss it? Or would you not even literally think about it?
I would never think about that. I don't give a shit.
Because I would keep it. If someone buys something for me, I'm going to fucking keep it. I still have dried up flowers from like over the summer just because they look pretty. I don't give a shit. They look nice. I just keep everything. I have a teddy bear from 7th grade.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't.
Fuck it.
Just fuck it.
Arguing with parents. Why do we keep getting arguing ones? Fuck.
Did you ever fight with your parents?
No.
Really? Like, not ever.
Like...
You were the perfect child.
Well, I wasn't the perfect child, but my parents just didn't care. No, like, I never went through that stage of, like, being like, man, my parents suck, my life's awful. Like, I mean, that's just chicks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went through about a year of, like, an off year with them. And it wasn't like, oh, I hate my parents. It was just like, they don't understand me. And I'm just like, I'm right. Like, I was always very conscious, even when I was, like, 13, of never being like, God, I hate my parents. God, I wish they would just die. Because I was like, what if that actually happens? Like, I would feel so bad for the rest of my life. But I don't know, we fought about, like, chores. Stupid shit.
Did you ever fight about, like, what you're allowed to... Did you have a curfew?
Yeah, but I never really had a big social life, so that wasn't really a big issue. Except for when I was dating Mitchell, I would sometimes have to be like, can't I just stay out till midnight? And they'd be like, no, 11:30. And I'd be like, but midnight. And they're like, oh my god, fucking just come home at 11:30. I don't understand what the issue is. And I'm like, God, Mom, you're the worst. That was what our fights sounded like.
I don't think I ever really went through that.
Really? Not ever. Strange. Did you have a curfew?
I think so. I don't think so. I think, like, there was, like, a curfew, but I think, like, as soon as I turned 16, it was like, hey, where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm going to hang out with Steven. When are you going to be home? Yeah, Thursday. And it's, like, Monday. She's like, okay.
Alright, great.
I don't know. It's just, like, yeah.
I mean...
I don't know. They were super strict with my sister.
Yep, that's what I heard.
Like, insanely strict.
I remember us sitting out in a field one day, and she was just like, yeah, they just don't have any rules for Justin. But they had every fucking rule for me.
Oh, yeah, every rule. Like, she wasn't allowed to, like, the first year she had her license, she wasn't allowed to leave
our town.
Our town.
Which is in the P.O. box down below.
She wasn't allowed to leave. And as soon as I got my license, I drove to the city at, like, 2 a.m. or something. Like,
you're the worst.
I don't know. Like, I just, yeah.
Like, it's the same thing with my brother. Like, I was never allowed to have a boy in my room with the door closed until I was, like, 15.
Until, like, just now. And they're like, yeah,
right now.
Okay, fine, for the podcast, you can close it.
But, like, he's having girls sleep over, and he's, like, 16, and I'm just like, how does this, what? And my dad's like, yeah, but he's a man. And I'm like, okay, I understand that you're a man and everything, but that's bullshit.
Yeah, but he's a man? That doesn't even make sense. Did Jesse ever fight with your parents?
They're kind of going through that right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do they fight about?
Chores. Still chores.
Just chores. Like what? Like, go clean up the kitchen. It's like, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's like, no!
It's like, I don't want to. No, it's like chores and... I don't know. Yeah, it was curfew and chores for me when I was 13, and I was like, God, you're making me do things. Ugh. The worst kind of person.
I had to build a house. Like,
so you're like, wash dish? Okay.
Yeah. I'm like,
at least I have a sink.
Alright, yeah.
Moving on after breakup.
Oh, it was your turn?
Yes, it was my turn.
Right.
Oh my god.
Moving on after a breakup. I never had to deal with that.
No?
It was kind of like, hey.
It's like, yes! For me, I do the whole, like, be sad for a little bit, get busy, move on. It's never really been, like, a super long process.
You just end up sleeping with somebody else.
Yeah, like, that's why I've slept with, like, 50 guys.
Yeah. Because you're like, oh, I need to get over him, and then you're just like, okay.
I can bang someone. Go to Tinder.
Yeah, you're just like, Tinder, swipe, and then you're like, do.
Wanna bang.
Wanna bang, and then they're like, hey.
Okay.
Like, if I have to.
I guess. Okay. So, no, you haven't? Great. New topic. We're going through this shit. Everyone's like, can you do, like, more than 3? We've gone through, like, 4 or 5.
Parenting your future kids. Oh, I'm gonna hit my kids.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Oh, really? For what?
Why is that such a controversial topic?
Okay, well, what?
I'm gonna hit my kids.
Okay,
not like, I'm not gonna, like, beat the shit out of my kids. But, like...
You're going to spank them.
Yeah, or, like, flick them. Or, like, just, like, slap them across the head, like...
Okay, so you're talking like you're being stupid, not like I'm literally going to beat the shit
I'm not gonna, like, make fists and beat the shit out of my kid. But, like, if my kid's, like, going, like, nah, I'm like, stop. And he's like, nah. I'll be like, and he go, and I'm like, don't. And he's like,
I was spanked literally one time, and I never was annoying after that. Like, as annoying. I was annoying, but not that annoying.
It's the best way to teach your kid. It's like training a dog.
I don't know, you know, like...
Yeah, I didn't hit my dog, okay, let's get
Animal abuse is just the worst. I don't know where I stand on spanking. Like, I know that it, like, kind of made me be like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna do that anymore, but...
It helped. Like, there's other ways you can, like, discipline your kid, like, hey, don't do that, I'm gonna take something away, or, like, go stand in the corner, and... But, like... It's just so much faster just to hit them.
If I have one of those really bratty kids, And, like, I feel like immediately when I say that, you know what I'm talking about. That kid who doesn't listen to the parent actually puts in an effort, and they're just like, no, go fuck yourself. Then I will spank my child, and I will have no guilt or remorse about it.
Exactly.
But I will try to parent my child with the loving, talk to you as an adult sort of way.
If you hit your kids won't be bratty. You won't have to worry about it. But then again,
like, kids mirror violence. So if you do it all the time and you're just like, this is how I get my way, then they're gonna learn, like,
it's not like,
oh, beating people is a good way to get what you want.
Sometimes it is.
Great. But, I don't know. Personally,
I turned out fine.
Questionable. I think I'm
not a violent person.
I think I'm more against it than for it. Like, I wouldn't do it unless I got, like, the Chucky doll of children. What are you doing? Okay.
It is really hard to open.
How to make advent calendars easy for adults. Wonderful. Okay, so what else?
Jamie works at a daycare.
Yes.
Before she started working at the daycare, she was like, I will never hit my kid. There's always a better way. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit my kid. And she's like, no you're not. I'm like, yes I am. Now that she's worked at a daycare for a couple months, she's like, I wish I could hit these kids. Mm-hmm. She's like, sometimes the only thing you can do is hit the kids. And she said every single other employee at this daycare, like, has their certifications for, like, childcare and everything, and they're like, we wish we could hit these kids. Like, they want to hit the kids so bad sometimes. Because, like, you're not allowed to, like, if a kid is screaming, you can't cover his mouth. You're not allowed to cover his mouth. So it's like...
Okay, but daycare and parenting, I think, are different.
Oh, they are. Like, I will totally hit my kids.
Okay, no, my point is, daycare, like, you obviously can't do half of the things that you could do with your own kid. Like, you can cover your child's mouth and be like, you need to stop right now. This is incredibly obnoxious. Like, you know, you can do...
Or instead of having that whole talk, you just go...
Or, instead of hitting your kid, you can just, like, speak in a more forceful tone than I feel like you can when you're taking care of someone else's kid. Because then there's that, oh my god, this person is abusing my child or being verbally abusive and I'm going to take away your license or you're not going to watch my kid anymore. So you have more freedom with your own child, and that means you have more freedom to explore ways other than hitting your kid to discipline them. So I don't know if...
Like, I'm not going to beat the shit out of my kids, but I'm...
No, and we all understand.
If my kids are annoying, I'm probably going to hit them. I'm going to get so much shit for that.
You are going to get so much shit for that. Like, I always was like, maybe I'll spank my kids, but after taking this family and gender class that I'm in, it's like you really learn how kids mirror violence. And I understand that, like, getting spanked one time probably won't make a difference, and I'm not saying that I would never do that, because I might. But, like, I don't know. I would never, like, hit my kid or, like, do anything beyond being like, this is obnoxious.
Just never do a closed fist.
Because then it doesn't show up.
Always do an open hand.
Because then you can't get in trouble for it.
No! Or like, my dad, he always did the thing with, instead of like a spank or something, it would be a flick. It's like, if you don't stop, I'm gonna flick you. And you go like this, and I was like, ah! But then after I like turned like 10, I was like, do it.
Fucking flick
My
you,
sister
right?
was still terrified of that until she was like 16. But
I'm gonna flick you, no please.
Because he can, me and my dad have really hard flicks, I don't know why. Like, really hard flicks, like, should I do it?
No, don't flick. That was nothing.
Right?
That was nothing.
I know, that's because I did it weird. Yeah, I was like,
do you want me to flick you?
Also, no, so I was always like terrified of his flicks until I got older, and then it just didn't work anymore. But like that, like if he was like, if I was doing something stupid, and he went like this, I was like, huh, I'm not gonna do that anymore. Like, it just worked, and I didn't turn out into like a violent kid. I'm opening an advent calendar with a huge knife.
You're subconsciously just like, I'm not violent, I don't know.
I didn't even realize the irony of this, and I was like, I'm not a violent kid. I'm looked down at my knife in an advent calendar. I'm like, damn it.
I almost had a point.
Fine, I won't hit my kids.
Okay, we kind of talked about this last week, but do you have any more random pet peeves?
Fuck.
Like when you can't open an advent calendar made for children?
I have a pet peeve when people judge me
on hitting my kids.
On hitting my kids. Or, no, my pet peeve is when people don't understand my sarcasm.
Okay. Yeah.
Or like when I'm like, fuck you.
That's your pet peeve when you're like, fuck you.
Fuck you. No, when people don't understand my sarcasm. Like if I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of my kids. They're like, oh my god! And then call the cops on me. It's like, okay, that's obviously a joke.
Like, I'm literally going to murder my children.
Yeah.
Like, they're literally all going to die. And then people are like, oh, don't let her have kids.
Yeah, like when people don't understand sarcasm, or like understand...
You just fucked up that chocolate real bad.
When people don't understand humor, like, I guess, yeah.
So that's your pet peeve?
Or when people don't understand my stupid jokes.
When people don't laugh at your stupid jokes?
No, when people don't understand them. I don't care if they laugh at them. I'm gonna laugh at them.
Okay.
Like, I went to Shoppers the other day with a couple people.
And it's a drugstore, by the way.
Oh yeah, drugstore. It's like a drug grocery store type thing.
You buy your drugs.
Because I got a Gatorade and some Miss Vicky's chips.
Those are good.
A bag of chips. Go up to the till and there was this little Filipino lady. And I walk up and I was like, and she spoke English, okay?
Okay.
That's not the reason she didn't understand. She spoke complete English. I go up and she beeps my Gatorade thing and then she beeps the Miss Vicky's and then she's like, oh, do you want a bag for this? And she told me Miss Vicky's. I said, they're already in a bag. And she just like looked at me, she's like, I mean like another bag. I'm like, oh no, that bag's fine. She's like, okay. And I'm like, I'm joking. That was a joke. And she's like, I was like, damn it, that was funny.
That was funny.
And like, when people don't understand like stupid little jokes like that, I'm like, really? Come on, give me some credit here. That was funny. So fuck. The people that I with were laughing, and then I kept on making jokes about us being super stoned when we weren't.
I was gonna ask, are you like high getting Gatorade and chips?
We bought a shit ton of chips and Gatorade, and I was like, man, I'm fucking stoned. And the girl that was like at the other checkout, like behind us, she looked like she was like 20. She was just giggling the entire time. She was like, hee. I was like, we're gonna be giggling like her later. We're super stoned.
As you're opening the rest of, oh, I'm gonna feel bad if I eat them out of order.
Well, I kind of realized
that feelings are invalid and nothing really matters.
I'm not going to feel bad because these chocolates are really good.
Okay. My pet peeve is when people are stupid and don't listen to instructions, and that makes professors go over something for like 20 minutes.
You went over this last podcast.
I did, but this is a different teacher, so it's different.
Okay.
We
we all understand your schedule and which teachers you have, so we all understand.
Great.
It's different.
But she
You want chocolate?
No, I'm okay. I have 3 of those calendars, remember?
Oh yeah, so for like a post-Christmas episode, you know how it's like, look what I got for Christmas, type of thing. I'm not getting anything for Christmas.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna have anything to show.
No.
So I don't want you to show what you got for Christmas, because then I'll feel bad.
Okay.
Actually, I'll get some stuff from Jamie maybe.
Okay, so do you want to do like a here's what I got thing? Because I'll probably get some like sheets.
Really?
Yeah.
My parents aren't getting me anything.
No? Aww. Are you getting
Don't feel
anything?
bad. No, we're going to Banff instead.
Oh, okay, that sounds more fun.
I'm going to Banff for 2 nights.
Okay, I have a story about that after I quickly say my peeve. Is that how you like shorten
Say
pet
my
peeves?
peeve?
Just peeves?
Let me just give you my peeve right here.
Can I like peeve you right now?
Sounds like some sort of sexual act.
Okay, so I submitted my portfolio and I get a message from the teacher and she's like, congratulations, you're one of the 5 out of 15 students that submitted this correctly. And I'm like, first of all, this is like 50% of your grade. It's 50%. 50% is participation, 50% of this is this portfolio. How the fuck do you not submit this 100% perfectly when this is half of your grade? There's a document that's like half a page long and it's like, just label them like this and make 3 folders and submit them. It took me 10 minutes. And 10 of the people in my class are too fucking stupid to figure out how to submit something properly.
You only have 25 people in your class?
I have 15 in that class. That was a smaller class.
Wow, that's a really small class.
So that's the peeve. That's my peeve.
That's your peeve.
And so my friend group is doing the Secret Santa thing, and I got this message from this guy who's in the group who I know who my Secret Santa is. Because
how do you know?
My friend spoiled it for me. She's like, I know who it is, and I'm like, tell me, and she's like, okay.
That's so shitty.
Actually, it's kind of fun. But so he was like messaging me. He's like, hey, what should I get my girlfriend for Christmas? Like, have you tried the chocolate bar palette? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting it for Christmas. Actually, I helped my mom pick it out for me. And he's like, oh really? And I was like, yeah. didn't you get your girlfriend that for Christmas already? Because I saw it on her Instagram being like, hey, thanks to my boyfriend for getting this to me. And he's like, oh no, yeah, like I confused it with this other palette that I was talking about. I meant the Naked palette. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have that one too. He's like, you have that too? What don't you have that maybe my girlfriend would want? I was like, yeah.
What don't you have that maybe my girlfriend would want?
That, you're right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So,
God, he's a dummy. Fucking
guy.
Fuck, he's probably a vegan.
He is. No, he's not.
Oh, I was like, what?
That's why he's so.
My eyes were just like, no. Alright, one more. Let's go.
Okay.
Maybe a couple more. Other careers you would like. I would love to be a stripper. If I knew how to dance.
Me too. If I had boobs, I would be the best fucking
stripper. If I had boobs, I would be such a fat person. Other careers you'd like. Are you ready?
If I could be a singer, I would love to sing.
Oh, I'd love that too. I would love to be like I'd love to go into like the film industry.
That would be weird.
That'd be
Super
weird.
different from what you're doing. If I could act, I would love to act.
I would love to act too. Honestly, like, if I could go around and just like do improv shows, that would be like my dream job, I think.
If I was funny, I'd love to be a comedian.
Yeah, me too.
If I had talent, I'd love to be a doctor.
If I had talent, I'd love to be anything, but except for not what I'm doing.
Actually,
it's hell.
What were some of your childhood jobs that you wanted?
A fire truck.
What were some of your real life, non-2-year-old idiot Justin jobs that you wanted?
Fire truck. I wanted to be a fire truck till like grade 8.
That's good. Says a lot about you.
What else? I was gonna go into business, like car salesman.
Yeah.
People always said, or into politics.
Really?
People always told me to like go for politics because I'm so like
You're
shitty.
personable.
I'm so shitty.
Okay, so we went 2 different routes there. I wanted to be a spy because
Oh yeah, that too.
I always heard that spies got tortured, and I was like, oh, they must just get like flu shot needles over and over again, and that's how people torture spies. And I was always like, I can take a flu shot needle like a bitch, so I'm fine. I got this. I could be a spy. I could get captured, get tortured, and I'm okay. And then.
Sorry, I'm thinking really sexual here. Do you just want to get captured and tortured? Is that what was going through your mind?
I was like, maybe he'll like have sex with me. I'm like 6 years old at this point. Like, oh my god, I wish.
I wish I could get captured and tortured. That sounds awesome.
No, that show Totally Spies. Do you remember that show? Did you watch that?
Spy Kids?
No, Totally Spies. It was a cartoon show on television.
Yeah, Spy Kids.
They got
the chick from
captured.
Spy Kids?
Yeah.
She's so hot now.
She is so hot.
She has a rockin' body.
She has a rockin' bod. That bod, though.
That bod.
That bod.
Rockin' bod.
But like, Totally Spies, they would get captured, and then they would just like get tied up, and I was like, I could handle that.
I love getting tied up. Handcuffs, please.
Actually, we don't have any handcuffs. Get some handcuffs.
Can I have some handcuffs, please?
Can you go get me some?
Like
I would really love some handcuffs.
Like an apple or like a gag thing in my mouth, please.
Do you have a dildo, maybe?
Can you put on a leather mask? That would actually make this so much scarier. Okay. Well, what else?
That's it.
Every girl wants to be a marine biologist.
I wanted to work in the zoo.
Yeah,
but then I saw that they had to pick up poop, and I was like,
not my thing. How do you get motivated?
I don't.
I get motivated like later.
Yeah. Like, not now.
Not now. I mean, maybe in the future I'll get motivated, but it's just like, I kind of just want to sleep.
I'm very rarely motivated. I just do it, and I do it like at 70%. And then when I'm really motivated, I can do shit real fast, real well. But like, that happens maybe twice at the beginning of the year. I'll write a paper really quickly. I'll be like, this is going great. And then a week later, I'm like, I could literally kill myself.
I get motivated by other people.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm alone, I cannot get motivated. But if I'm like, if I'm doing an assignment, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing an assignment, I'm like, no. And I'm like, Netflix, and then, or like, something else. And then I'll get like a text that's like, hey, have you done the assignment yet? I'm like, no. It's like, or like my buddy Kevin, he'll just be like, hey, do you want to work in the assignment? And like Skype at the same time? I'm like, yes. And then we'll just go on like voice Skype and both like do the assignment at the same time and just like bitch about the assignment the whole time. That gets me motivated. I don't know why. Help. Like it actually like, I don't know. That's how we study for our tests too. We all just everyone gets on Skype together in my class and we all just study together.
I do that to prepare for my one class, And that's really helpful, but in most of my classes, I don't have any friends that, like, actually study.
You don't have any friends
I don't have
at all?
any friends. Like, today I went in early to study, and I went and sat down with this guy, Ben, and he was just sitting there on YouTube, and I was like...
Is he Asian?
No.
I have a Ben friend.
I have a Ben.
I have a Ben. He's a little Filipino Ben.
Does he go to U of A?
No.
Oh. Well, then why would he be Asian?
I don't know. I mean, I got one.
I got one.
Everyone should have one.
Everyone should have an Asian
He's a
Ben.
great guy.
But no, he didn't. He was just watching his YouTube videos, and I was like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to watch YouTube videos. I don't want to study while he's having fun, and I'm sitting here dying.
That's actually like a hard thing. Like, I'll be like working away, and then I'll get like a text that's like, "Hey, I'm playing Tetris." I'm like, "Fuck, I want to play Tetris." I'm like, throw my phone down and open up Tetris.
That could be anything too. It's like I'm playing Ball and Cup.
Yeah.
I want to play Ball and Cup.
I want to play Ball and Cup. It's just like, man, I gotta pee. I'm like, oh, I gotta pee too.
Oh, I was just gonna do a death joke, but I decided not to.
What death joke? Let's just say it.
No,
It's my turn.
no, it's not your turn. Is it your turn?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're such a liar.
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
He's a liar.
You're a liar.
He's a dirty, lying slut bag.
You're a dirty liar, slubbing. Dirty liar, slubbing. Fears about getting a blowjob.
Okay, this is one for you because I did a video on oral and like women's fears, like, oh, it's not clean, or oh, I have pubes, but like, what are your insecurities, or like, oh.
Oh, it's not gonna fit in that mouth. Alright, next question. It's not gonna fit, or she's gonna choke.
I'm gonna make her suffocate and die on my penis again.
Wouldn't that suck if that happened twice in 1 year? Like, the first time you're just like, okay, that's kind of funny. But then like the second time it's like, okay, this is getting serious.
Like, I'm killing
This is an
several
issue.
people. If I do this one more time, I'm a serial killer.
Is 3 a serial killer?
Yeah, 3 is a serial killer.
3 is a party.
Dexter. It's a possible dead people tea party.
What?
Yeah.
Necrophilia, I'm into that shit. I'd have sex with a dead person.
I bet you would. So, aside from you fucking a dead person, would you like to move on to fan fiction, or do you have any legitimate fears about getting a blowjob?
I don't really have any fears. I'm just
No.
like, yeah, I'm good.
Were you ever nervous though? Ever like, what if it's not clean? What if my pubes are in her face? What if she's like flossing with my pubes? I don't know.
I don't, well, I mean, if she's doing that, she got her own thing going on. I'm not going to disturb her, but, I never,
I mean, some girls like some strange things, you know?
I've never thought, my mind kind of turns, so, when a guy's penis gets erect,
Okay.
his mind then shuts down,
Officially.
and he does not think about anything except for his erect penis.
Great.
By the way. So any like worries or fears or any, like the fears and everything is just like, wow, I really hope that gets hard. And then after that it's like, boop, it's like, woof, nothing. And then it's just like, and then you're like, whoa! You're like, what just happened? And then you're like, holy shit, what did I do? And you're like, oh.
You just black out.
Pretty much, I'm like, oh. And then it's either like, that was awesome, or it's like, oh, fuck.
Wouldn't it be interesting if this is where you learn that, like, you're not actually supposed to black out while you're getting blowjob, and you're just like, that happens to me all the time?
What do you mean you're not supposed to?
What do you mean?
What?
You're supposed to, like,
You're supposed to
awake
be awake?
during a blowjob.
What?
During sex in general?
No.
What? Okay, we got some really good podcast topics today.
Podcast
topics? Oh my god. Fan fiction. I'm an idiot.
Man, you're such a dumb shit.
I'm such
You are a dumb shit.
I'm a dumb
Can I read it?
shit. Yeah, there's 2. Okay.
Alright.
There's one that I'm going to request that everyone does if you're writing fan fiction about me. And
What are you most afraid of?
I'm afraid. Who did that come from?
Brittany Ingram.
Okay. Spiders. It's not a funny fear that people can like exploit. And you're
Have
like,
you
oh,
seen
there's a spider. It's like I will legitimately cry and like.
Have you
shake.
seen the movie Ticks?
No.
Look up the trailer for Ticks.
I will not do that.
Okay, well we'll watch the trailer for Ticks after.
No.
It's a good movie. You should watch it.
There's probably spiders in it.
Oh, also watch Santa's Sleigh. It has nothing to do with spiders. It's called Santa's Sleigh, like SLAY.
Oh, horror
It was
movie?
made in Edmonton
Really?
and Wetaskiwin. They turned Cook County into a strip club for it.
Oh, that's
It's about Santa
far
going
off.
crazy and killing people.
So far off. Oh, homeschooling. Biggest sexual fantasy.
Oh, 4 apes.
4 apes from I don't know, okay, 5.
When is your next you know?
Who knows? We gotta film some guy talks also sometime.
Oh really? We haven't done that in
winter
like
break.
years.
In like at least 5 years. My brother's alarm is going off. And now it's done. Okay, but the one thing that I'm going to request, if you're writing fan fiction about me, is please have the male counterpart be Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, because this was amazing. This is from, I don't know.
Who's the male counterpart in this one?
Jon Snow.
Oh.
Kit Harington. And oh my god, it was so
Peter
good.
Dinklage?
Jon Snow.
Peter Dinklage.
Jon Snow.
You know you're the same height as Peter Dinklage?
Really?
Yeah.
He's not...
4'7".
Oh, shut up. I'm 5'5". Okay. Do you want to read the Don Iveson one? Is that his name? Don Iveson?
The mayor of Edmonton, yeah.
The mayor of Edmonton, or do you want to read the Jon Snow one?
This sucks so much ass. Which one do you want me to read?
I want you to read both.
Okay, I don't want you to read any because you're bad at reading.
I can't weed, says the guy who literally stutters his way through everything. Oh, I found my list.
I have a stutter, okay? Fuck off.
Okay. This one
Because my my mouth works faster than my mind.
Your mind doesn't work at all.
No, it's just my mouth.
Okay.
This is titled OTCZ.
Can I, just before, I am so impressed that someone took one sentence that we said one time about the mayor of Edmonton and wrote a fan fiction about it. This is also on Wattpad. Just search OTCZ, and then you can find it and read it for yourself.
This one's called OTCZ Sexy Snow Story. Snow shivered down from the sky. Shivered down from the sky. What does that even mean?
It shivered. It was like, oh, we're cold.
mimicking the shake of my body. Ooh.
Oh,
your body's shaking. I didn't want to keep going. I'm getting turned on. That's snow. Jesus, my woof, blackout. The wind froze my skin. Oh, that's awful. I'm never gonna make it through this if I keep talking. I need to just do this. I was on my way to class when my car broke down because Edmonton's weather is a piece of shit. I hate this damn city with its damn snow and its fucked up roads. I muttered to my sleff. It actually says that. I'm not just being retarded. I mean, it's silly. I'm not being dumb. Sorry. Damn it. It's in my vocabulary. I muttered to my sleff, pacing back and forth beside my car, trying to get a hold of someone. I tried calling my parents. And brother, no luck there. Their grammar is off. I'm reading it like I should. I tried calling my parents, comma, and brother, no luck there.
Okay, read it like a human.
Justin isn't picking up either. Out of frustration, I left him a very angry voicemail message. And Ned, the call, stormed inside my lifeless car and cried. It seemed like hours had passed when a knock on the window scared me. I looked up, and there was Jamie! What a relief. I opened the door and she welcomed me with a great big hug. I explained everything that happened to her. Luckily, she has a car booster in her trunk. A car booster in her trunk?
And that's what they're scientifically known as.
When she went to get it, she realized she had locked her keys and her phone inside her car, and I had done the same with mine, both at the same time, randomly. We were stuck in the middle of freezing weather with no form of communication with anyone else. This sucks so much ass, said exasperated Jamie. Suddenly, a very nice-looking limo pulled up beside us. A man in the back rolled... Okay, Don Iveson does not roll around in a limo. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Sure, he does.
A man in the black rolled down...
Men in Black 4.
A man in black rolled down the... A black man rolled down the window and asked us to come inside. He looked like he was in his early 30s. He was very attractive and looked rich.
So we were like, fuck yeah. We went
Jamie and I were entranced by his sexy, deep, raspy voice. When we got in the car, we realized he was Don Iverson. That's not even... That's not how you spell his name. That's not what his name is. It's not Don Iverson.
What's his name?
It's Don Iverson.
Oh, okay. Someone send this to Don Iverson.
Don Iverson. Don Iverson. He was the mayor of Edmonton. He confirmed this when he introduced himself. Wow, it's a pleasure to meet you. Wow, it's a pleasure to meet you, I exclaimed, flushed. In response, he said, I'll show you pleasure. He sounds creepy as fuck.
Never mind, don't send this to Don Iverson.
Very quickly, and with a lot of sex appeal, Don removed his jacket undid his tie, and loosened his classy dress shirt. Soon we were locked into a hot, steamy mako session. Jamie was sitting next to me. Dawn's hand soon began roaming Jamie's upper thigh area. This is very easy to do, as she was wearing a very short skirt despite the weather. Why would she? What a slut. Oh, Jesus, okay. Is there like more pages or is this it?
No, this is it.
Alright. So he starts touching Jamie for a while.
He skips the good parts, I know.
Okay, whoa. This escalated quickly.
Okay, you have to read it.
Jealousy froze. Okay, wait. Okay, he went to town, and then jealousy froze my heart. I yanked Jamie's hair, pulling her away from him, smashing her head on the ground, killing her from the impact. On the ground, like in the limo?
Like in the limo.
I grabbed her eyeballs, pulling them from their sockets and into my mouth. I ate it.
I ate it.
This tastes delicious. I moaned, leisurely chewing. That's not how you spell leisurely. You know what I think would taste delicious? Dawn began. You. My pants flew off. The next thing I know, he was eating me out, next to that bitch Jamie's corpse. Corpse. Jamie's corpse. A knock surprised me. Whoa, deja vu. Justin. I looked out the window and he looked into the limo. Jaw dropped. At least Don was really good at his job. What?
At least he's a good mayor. You know, I killed someone, but at least he's a good mayor.
At least he's a good mayor.
So I don't know if we should send this to Don anymore.
I'm not sure we should.
So let's not do that.
At least they said he was a good mayor.
Yeah, you know, that's a nice compliment.
Starring Ashley and Jon Snow. Okay, wait. More Than Words. Starring Ashley and Jon Snow in a parallel universe where Ashley isn't intimate with all guys, and Jon Snow lives in the modern world. Okay, so in this alternate universe, you aren't a slut.
I know, it's strange. It's unusual and foreign, and I don't know how I like it. But please write more fanfiction with me and Jon Snow possibly having sex, please. Thank you.
I made it bigger.
You did make it bigger.
I
made it bigger.
I made it bigger. Ashley was at the sink washing the dishes where she belongs when she heard footsteps heading her way. She could tell by their sound that it was Jon Snow. He came to the kitchen and hugged her from behind, kissing her temple and ear, and also her nose, sometimes her back of her leg, and in her leg hair. He whispered, "Missed your grace." She loved his nickname for her. He always said that he always said that he had found grace in his life, and began ever since she'd met him. He used to be homophobic, but now he wasn't. With that thought, she turned off the tap, turned around, and looked him in the eyes with a loving smile adorned on her face. She had a milk mustache. He caressed her face and leaned in. He could smell her honey and shit-laced breath, and he needed to taste it. Ashley got flustered and self-conscious and looked towards her feet with a shy smile on her lips. Her feet always made her uncomfortable. They were so large. A tendril of her hair. What's a... I'm gonna pee? What's a tendril?
It's about like this much.
Like this much strands. Okay, some strands of her hair fell on her face, and he moved it away lovingly. He smiled at her innocence and shyness. That was such a fucking turn on. He tilted her chin up, looked into her nose, and then briefly glanced at her ears. She'd never had a boyfriend before. It's because she wasn't attractive. Nobody liked her, and this physical intimacy was new to her. She was venturing into undiscovered territory and provinces. And he had to make sure he took it slow with her because of her fragile past of being a total slut. He gently pressed her against the sink and slowly leaned towards her. He was towering over her with his 6-foot frame, and if he wasn't careful, he'd break her petite little 4'4" angel with his mesmerized hazel nose, chocolatey brown eyes, and a killer smile. He briefly and gently picked her up with his lips When he felt her loosen up, he put his finger in and getting comfortable with their nearness, he took it as encouragement to go on. He gently sucked on her belly button and switched between kissing her upper and lower shoulders. Ashley trembled at his bold affections, but he mustered the courage to entangle her hair in his fingers.
No, I did that.
And pull him closer.
That's the part that I correct you on.
They were standing breast to chest.
He's ruining it. He's ruining it.
No, I'm not. I'm reading it word for word.
Oh, shit.
They were standing breast to chest, and she could feel his heartbeat thundering, along with her shallow breasts. She had to reach up on her tiptoes, so he slid his hands on her nose, and his hips, and her thighs, and lifted her up, and sat her down in the sink. He turned the tap on and continued to assault her lips, and said, "You're holding back, Grace. Let yourself go," between kisses. He slid his hand to the tap and turned it on hot, just to make sure that she was alright with it. When she didn't object, he made it even hotter. She slowly started to burn. She urged him into response. That was her ultimate undoing. Her blood was on fire because of the hot water. Her breathing was out of control because she couldn't breathe because of the hot water. And her lusting was skyrocketing. She needed more of him and more of the cold water because she was burning a lot. She gently bit his lower lip and said, "Please turn this hot water off, it hurts." That broke away the last of his restraints. He growled deeply and turned into a werewolf. Almost savagely, his throat ripped open and he clasped her hips with another mouth that came out of his throat and brought them towards his face. Ashley felt his huge passion for her and grasped his wolf dick in astonishment. John took this opportunity to explore her mouth with his giant wolf tongue. He would never get enough of her. He smelled her because he is a wolf and that's what they do. He had fallen for her quick. The moment he laid eyes on this little minx, he wanted to eat her. Her simple and loving touch would have his damned heart melting, and Little Red Riding Hood was one of his fantasies he's had for a long time. He felt an emotional connection to her that he never felt with any other wolf. They would talk and joke around like old friends, but argue and adore each other as lovers. They'd build a home together and he would blow it down. She would carry his children in her womb. They'd be little human wolf children. They'd grow old together. He could see it now and welcomed it. She was his remedy and saving grace. Today he would finally show her that with more than just words. I liked it.
That was one of my favorite ones that we've ever done. There's also one about me anally penetrating Bracken.
Hey, that's good. Okay, so that was like, that took a lot of time up.
So, not exactly word for word. It was very romantic in the real one, but I enjoyed Justin's interpretation of it.
That's what I read.
I read it word for word.
I have astigmatism. It's hard for me to read stuff.
Sometimes words look like they're werewolves. I don't know. Thanks to Krystal.
Thanks, Krystal. Was that her?
No.
Oh.
She's our $10 patron.
Diamond. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
We're not gonna do Movie Corner because apparently people don't like it, and Ashley doesn't watch the movies anyway, so.
I didn't watch it again. Have you seen any movies?
Yeah, fuck, I've seen all of them. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so we're gonna leave now. We will see you next week on Outside the Comfort Zone.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Don't do that. Justin, don't do that. Justin, no. This is not a toy. Fire burns. Fire burns!
Ah! You just light the hat on fire? Okay.
That'll be our last episode. We just light the hat on fire. Can you fucking stop? Do you see what I deal with right now? Do not light the...
Alright. So we should probably light a candle. Because it smells like burnt paper in here now.
Doesn't it smell good?
Okay. Keeps me warm. Alright.
Okay. Oh, I have to take these lights down.
I'm not gonna help.
I put them up, you didn't help. I give you money, you don't help. You don't put them up on SoundCloud, you don't
Fine,
do
okay.
anything.
I need to put them up on SoundCloud.
And help me put the lights.
Put the fucking intro on once in a while, hey?
I don't have the intro.
Well... Fuck.
Yeah, good argument.